洗者、施洗者的施洗的第二天，耶稣来了。约翰一见耶稣就来，便说：“看，天主的羔羊，除免死罪者。”这一说也产生了效果。第二天，约翰的2个门徒就跟着耶稣去了。这2位门徒等待不下的以色列人。约翰已经说过：“我不是不西亚。”那么，约翰是他为天主的羔羊，就是不西亚，因为他们世世代代将是羔羊，即使天主说人罪。现在面前的那位约翰说是天主的羔羊，而加了一句除免死罪者，毫无疑问，他就是以色列人期待的救世主。约翰到约旦河是为罪的洗礼，更重要的为耶稣作证，他是天主子。3年之后，约翰的作证实现了，耶稣被钉在十字架上，经历了圣血，做了赎罪的牺牲，做了除免死罪的天主羔羊。若往圣诗写这些事情以后，深深感受到天主的爱。他写说，天主就这样爱了这个世界，甚至赐下了自己的独生子，使凡信他的人不至于死亡，反而得到永生。耶稣天主圣子自己服从天父的旨意，为我们爱我们，赎罪我们的罪过，为受了无尽的痛苦。我想到这一点的时候，我们这些罪人只能不爱天主，不爱天父，不耶稣天主之父。圣人和我们的不同，就是他们忘了爱天主。Now I share my personal story about the religious persecution in China in 1950s. In the 1950s, when Irish father and Margaret established and developed the legal wedding in China, I joined the legal wedding at a school in Shanghai. My father warned me, don't be active in the church. The communists don't like religion. A year later, my father suffered a stroke and passed away. 6 months after I joined the legal wedding, one autumn morning in 1951, the headlines of the newspaper said the Chinese Liberation Army ordered the eradication of the reactionary group, the Legion Men, or who belong to this reactionary group must go to their local police office to register their resignation from the Legion Men. On that day, just as I was leaving church after morning mass, I heard 2 people murmuring. One of them said, if we go to register our resignation, means that we agree that the Legion Mary is a reactionary group. We came with them. Those words changed my entire life. 7 months later, one winter evening, a policeman came to my home and ordered me to go to the police station. The next day, I went and sat beside the desk. The police officer explained the government policy to me and asked me a lot of questions. Finally, he instructed me to press my third subject on the report. From the beginning to the end of the questioning, I refused to say a single word. Then I refused to press my thumb print upon the document. The officer was so angry that he placed me into custody. That was the first time I had ever spent time with the inmates in the prison. The inmates all lay down side by side, squeezed together just like a cake of sardines. Everyone looked so sad. The next day, the police officer ordered me to his office. I still refused to say anything. Furiously, he grabbed my thumb, pressed it onto the paper, and then ordered me out of the police station. As I walked to my parish, I felt such delight. I have never felt so happy in my heart. Some parishioners saw me and came to me asking me some questions about the whole year at the police station. Then I returned home. At that time, because William Mary had already paid back, and there was no religious Mary in the school. So I became a catechist in the parish. It was the happiest period of my youth, a different happiness from when I joined the school orchestra. This experience prepared me for my future calling and for the way I was followed. In the summer of 1953, I graduated from the high school. There were two choices before me. One was to go to the university, and the other was to enter the seminary. At that time, I had no interest in this world. I chose the second one. My mother agreed with my decision, and she sold me the cassock that I would wear at the seminary, black cassock for winter and white for summer. The first day I entered the seminary, I found 4 of my schoolmates from high school were already there before me. It was a community life. Seminarians pray together, study together, play sports together, and labor together. After every prayer and before breakfast, we kept silence, just like a silent retreat every day. I enjoyed this life. I feel like the man in the Jesus parable of the poor, in which a man found a precious pearl in the land and sold everything to buy the pearl. My mother visited me once a month. He looked at me from head to feet, She was delighted each time she went back home. By that time, I had already forgotten about the refusal to resign from the Liamen. But the communists never forgot. Their ravage got closer and closer. During the night, September 8th, the birth of Our Lady, at the feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin, I was awakened by an unusual noise when my door bell opened. All armed officers appeared in the doorway of my room. He shouted at me to get up to go to the classroom and to follow him there. All the seminaries were already there. We had 187 seminaries. When my name was called, an elder command officer led me to another room, pointed the gun to my chest, and said, "You are under arrest." He then put me into the truck in the dark. This time, I was really incarcerated. I looked around the cell. It was quite big, more than 10 persons sitting against the wall. For the first several days, I was in the jail cell. I didn't eat much because the food was so bad. However, after 10 days, I had a constant hunger. We only received 2 meals a day. One is water rice, the other one is patronage, each served with skipping portion of vegetables. The meals were not enough to satisfy our hunger. During my time there, I was interrogated 6 times. They asked me a lot of questions. Then they said one of my former schoolmates to persuade me. They also, the seminar said, we were going Catholic, so we have Catholic faith. If we were born in the communist family, we may believe the baptism. I can remember that. But unfortunately, 30 years after that, I heard he was suicidal. Then they sent me to my former schoolmate. They also tried to make me listen to the Catholic confession about his crime. This happened several years later. Police car took me to the big hall, and my friend, seminary, said, I confessed my fault to the government. Now I changed my mind. And the official explained, this person set free, you have to follow his way. Through these 6 interrogations, I refused to cooperate and kept my silence, and was sentenced to 5 years and be sent to a prison labor camp for labor reform. You know how I got the sentence? When I was behind the bars, God sent a paper to us. You 15 years, you 20 years, you 5 years, and some person 3 years. The image said, oh, you are so cheap, 3 years. No judge, no court, no lawyer. We were sentenced and sent to the labor to the labor. A week before I left Shanghai, I was given permission to write to my mother to her visit. This time, my mother's visit was entirely different from her visit in the seminary. My mother looked scared, sad, and worried about where I would be sent to labor reform and when I would return home, would return home to Shanghai. Both of us didn't know then that it would take me 20 years before I could return home to see my old mother. Now I will talk about the 29 years spent in the prison and the labor camp. After leaving my hometown of Shanghai, I suffered constant physical, mental, and spiritual stress for more than 20 years. My life was about forced labor, brainwashing, confinement, armed kept behind the back, struggle, and starvation. I tell the story about about the armed kept. One day, I was leaning on the floor. I was praying. The guard called me, no name, the number, and I followed him to the door. An officer came to me and put handcuff on my back and took me a dark room. It's called a rubber cell because you could not get suicide. And he lifted up my feet, little brother. I didn't cry, but he said, do you pray anymore? Oh, from that time then, I prayed very cautiously. Nobody knew that I was praying. For example, when I was very tired after labor, later on, people saw me maybe be tired, but only this time I could pray in my heart. It is not permitted to pray in the prison labor camp. When I came to the United States, I did an image in the police station. Yeah, so they prayed very different, just like a different word. Okay, now I continue my thought. Now I will talk about the 29th sleeping rhythm prayer. Truly, it is only with God's mercy that I stand before you today, still alive. There are 4 aspects of my life in the present that I believe you should know, should hear. Because these things must be known and not forgotten. I am one of the last head of still alive to tell you these things. The others are all gone. For example, I worked on my secretary. He was sent to Qinghai province. Only 3 months, he passed away because the condition was so bad. Qinghai province is next to Tibet. The town cold, dry. If you have heart problem, you pass away immediately. And this seminary mother was a widow. He offered his only son to seminary, to a priest, to be learned to a priest. But he passed away in the labor camp. So I think he must be martyred. So sometimes I thought, why I'm still alive? Now I'm 87 years old. But I record the Fatima message. The lady said to Lucia, I will take the two younger, Francis and another girl, to heaven, and you will stay longer in the world. So Lucia lived about 90 years old. Only 3 or 4 years, not 90 years old. That's God's gift. First, tell our shock the big dot, 50 dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, St. Rosary. And there was another seminary, not from Shanghai, from the north. And he came to me, prayed together, but the people thought we were walking, but we were praying. Nobody knows. And then he gave me the note. We must loyal, faithful to God, loyal to Pope, and apart to Our Lady, something like that. It was precious for me in the little camp. So I put it in the bag, used a pillar, sleeping. 3 months later, the policeman came, arrested me from labor camp to the prison again. Why? And I waited several weeks. Officer came to me, showed me the paper. Who wrote this? Oh, I thought, it's my pillar. How can it come to your head? You can understand. Because I went on the labor, invested everything, including my pillar. So they found this, the paper, they saw it's out of law. So they asked me to hold it. I could not betray my family, so I never gave answer. But after several talks, they said to me, I really found a person. It is John. I said, you found a person. Why you ask me? So I was sent again 7 years. So total, I was sentenced 10 years in the prison. Now after prison, I had another 19 years in the labor camp. This is another story I will talk. Oh God, I cannot do this any longer. Then just a prisoner group leader came to me and removed the bricks from my back and said, the guard is calling for you. I followed him to the prison guard. The man looked at me closely and asked me questions about whether I had ever labored before or then. Let me go. He asked my name and asked me why you arrested and what did you do before you arrested. I said I was a student. So he saw me very weak. He saw me was very weak. And next day I was transferred to the elderly and weak group to work in the vegetable field. The next few years' life consists of 30 to 60 hours of labor every day during extremely poor conditions. It was called the whole China big steel. We bring the stones to big steel. At that period of time, my director, who became bishop, and ordered me. So we put in the same factory. He said to my mother, your son was the cook. Because I was young, 24, 25 years old. He was already 50. And I also put the millstone from morning to night. You can remember Samson. Well, he was out the ice and put the mirror. The same job, just like a donkey. I water the field at night, and at end of my shift, I couldn't take off my hands because they have become frozen in the cold weather. Once I had a confession, I was dig earth some other prison say, Dad is a Catholic priest. Oh, and I went to him. He was from Sichuan province. And I confessed in the tunnel because nobody could see. They are working on the field and they are tunnel and so. And this is my own confession in the living camp. I received Holy Communion in the prison. What it happened? My mother, my sister came to me a visit, and they brought me some food in the basket. And my sister, the little sister, around 11 or 12, he just parted at the bottom of the basket. I couldn't understand. So the basket was made bamboo. So in myself, I took out the food and took the basket over. There was an envelope. With the envelope, I saw the host, the body of Christ. This is the words I support coming in the prison itself. You can imagine, it's very, very touching. The second thing I want to share with you is the brainwashing. I will put through all the different forms of brainwashing. There was a lot of propaganda against the Jews, Catholic Jews. The communist labeled the Catholic Jews as the political interest of the American imperialists. They said an ex-colleague who betrayed the Jews and come to me, pursued me. He said, the faith couldn't be changed. So, but I didn't change anything. If I were, one time, I, along with other Catholic youth were taken to a big hall, and there was a seminary public admitted to his crime and denounced his faith. The common official quickly announced his release. Even in the labor camp, we had to study communist political lesson after 2 hours after supper. It was only with prayer that I was able to resist all the temptation to give in. The third thing I want to share is my physical alteration. We had to endure. Once I was praying against the war, God called me to see an official. Maybe I told them already. The official to my husband. Another time I was falsely accused to try to escape from the penal factory. There without any investigation, I was put in a tiny confinement space about the big size of the large doghouse. I could not stretch out arms. I couldn't stand or the city or lay on the straw. When put the body run into it, I called the prison with the prison. For 9 days and the nights I was in the dark and the dirty confinement. Within the prison labor camp, there was no human rights at all. I would be forced to kill them for more than once. Finally, I want to talk about the starvation. In the prison, I only received 2 meals a day. So inmates suffered from hunger all the time. Thanks though that we could get more food in labor camp, but it would turn out to be about the same. One day in 1960, after 10 hours of physical labor in the peanut farm, we were all given 60 pieces of beans for supper. We hoped to get another bread, but no more. Many people starved to death that year. As a young man, I weighed only 82 pounds. Many years of the hardship followed. I eventually got out of the labor camp, and on my own accord in 1984, and was secretly ordained a priest. I will share this story after the lunch. I started to my ministry. I want you all to know that I thank God for leading me through all the hardships. I believe Our Lady protected me all the way in the camp because she never forgot I was persecuted for her sake and for the Legion Mary. This is the end of my today's talk. May God bless you all with His peace and joy. Trust in God's mercy. In the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
We now profess our Nicene Creed, which you'll find in the inside of the red hymnal.